Good times, good times. There's gonna be good times, good times. I know there's gonna be good times. Turn up a little more, Shyba. Got Allison and Jordan Orr.
All right, everybody. We are live. Episode 3 of the Odd Bucks podcast. It's your boy, Ryan, RA1. We're here with Riley, Jordan, Patrick. Let's get into it. You know, since our last podcast last week, we've been making moves. We are now live on Apple Podcast. We also have just launched our website. So at the end of this video, we'll have the link in the description, but it is www.oddbuckspod.com. You will find all our information, Instagram links, bios, links to the podcast. You can find the YouTube videos, audio version. So we are live. Just keep this on the DL. This is between us and y'all, but the merch will be coming soon. So be on the lookout for that. So let's get into it. We just came off a nice little wild card weekend of the NFL. I think there's only really one game that we really should focus on. That being the game of the week, Sunday, 425 Buck or that's wrong. Cowboys 49ers. So we all kind of predicted Cowboys would kind of shit the bed. But I didn't think it would be. It was in Cowboys form. It was literally since Michael Irvin has been there. I mean, this is since him, Troy, and Emmett have been there. This is kind of what the Cowboys do. They have great regular seasons, and then they can't even win one playoff game. So, just kind of to break it down real quick. Final score was 23-17. Going into the fourth, the Cowboys went into the fourth with 7 points. They tried to come back and rally. And then the big thing happened with Dak Prescott and the ref, him not giving him the ball. Obviously, somebody didn't know the rules of the game and kind of cost them in the long run. But let's dissect kind of, what went on and kind of give our takes on it and see. I want to see what you guys have to say about it.
The first question I have, I know we all picked the 49ers in our last podcast. Is anyone surprised at how bad the Cowboys looked?
No.
Well, I saw a report came out today. They interviewed Mike McCarthy, and it basically said that he could get a sense pre-game, like when they were doing their pre-game speeches and stuff, that the team was nervous. And he said that was the reason that they played the way they did. No, I just don't think they're built for that type of game yet.
Mm-mm.
I think the people around the defense, if you look at the score of that game, a 23-point game, the defense really played how they were supposed to.
Oh, I mean, yeah, for sure.
But you can't.
I mean, they held Deebo Samuel to what? Below 8 yards and a touchdown, right?
Yeah, they held him to below 80 yards rushing. He had three catches. Biggest
They
play.
held a receiver to below 80 yards rushing. He averaged 7.2 yards per carry on 10 carries. They didn't hold him to nothing.
Yeah, but the only play that really allowed him to break was that touchdown run. The longer 26.
Like a 26-yard touchdown.
That was a touchdown.
You're acting like he's a running back that he should be averaging all those yards. If he's averaging 3 yards, 4 yards a carry as a receiver, that's great.
Yeah, but if he's only touching, it's a lot easier for a receiver to average a lot. Plus, they said that man,
he doesn't touch the ball like a
but
receiver
the way he's
usually
built,
touches the ball.
That's why
they basically said that boy
use him perfectly.
They use him as a running back when he
He's almost like
he doesn't get jet sweeps. He gets inside zones, dives.
Yeah, he's almost exactly like Cordell Patterson from the Falcons. The way they use him as a running back and a wide receiver.
No, Cardale Patterson actually plays running back now. Like, I think that's his position.
No, but he played wide receiver this past season too.
No, yeah, but yeah.
Oh boy, the Packers was the first one to do it. Montgomery, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Number 88.
But he had number 88 in the back.
Cardale still got number 84.
Yeah, Cordell.
Yeah, but they were saying that Debo Samuel is really a running back that is just a receiver. Like they said, the way he moves and the way that he actually plays more like a running back than he does receiver.
Yeah.
But Dak Prescott, I mean, let's start at the top. This man got paid what, $75 million this year to be the quarterback of America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. 23 of 43, 254 yards, which majority of those came in the fourth quarter. Touchdown, interception, got sacked 5 times. And had a quarterback rating of 69.3. So,
is he worth the 75 mil?
Heck no.
Heck no.
I don't think anybody playing the sport of football is worth $75 million.
Heck no. Unless your name is Tom Brady, you're not worth 75 mil.
He's not even worth.
He's not even worth 75 mil at this point.
50, 55 mil.
I don't even think Dak is top 10.
Yes,
No.
he is.
No, Dak's not the guy. He stinks.
He's top 10.
He's awful in the postseason.
See, but my whole thing about it is like, yeah, somebody can be. See, this is where I get into debate with a lot of people. If you play great in the regular season, but you don't do shit in the playoffs, like I hold the playoffs against you more than what I could give. I could give 2 fucks if you win me 13 games. If you can't win a playoff game, then why are you my quarterback?
Yeah.
Like Tom Brady can go.
Completely agree.
Tom Brady can go 8-8, and you still think he's going to go to the Super Bowl, no matter who his team is.
I mean, even look at Eli Manning.
I know the one year they were in the wild card. Yeah, and ended up going to the winning the Super Bowl.
And people always shit on Eli, like, dog. But he got 2 Super Bowls.
I don't want people to think we're just dissing Dak Prescott. I mean, like we talked about, Ezekiel Elliott had 31 yards, right? 12 carries, 31 yards.
12 carries, 31 yards.
CeeDee Lamb had 1 reception. Amari Cooper had 3 receptions. So
if you look at their offense, their offense has been struggling the past month.
Except last week.
Did they beat
last week? They put 55 points up on the Eagles.
Did they beat the Redskins like 60 to 14?
That was on my birthday.
Yeah. Amari Cooper had like 5 touchdowns. So I just think the Cowboys aren't a playoff team.
The Cowboys are the New York Yankees. They ain't doing nothing.
Yes, agreed.
I mean, the Yankees won it in 08 and in the 90s. Dog, it's been, 13 years since they won it? When's the last time the Cowboys won it?
Yeah.
Troy Aikman?
So what's the move for the Cowboys? What's next? You get rid of Zeke?
Burn it down.
Dak, what do you do?
Burn it down.
Well, I don't think CeeDee Lamb wants to be there. I think he wants out. I think he wants to be a number 1 option somewhere.
Yeah.
He looked absolutely miserable in the wild card game.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the whole locker room is just off. Like they're definitely beefing in the locker room.
I feel like you keep the core on defense. You keep Trayvon Diggs. You keep Micah Parsons. You keep them. They're obviously built way differently than a lot of people. I don't know. I think you let Zeke.
Hot take: Trayvon Diggs isn't that good.
No, he gave
Hot
up.
take. I'm gonna agree with Riley on this one.
He gave up the most yards.
He's just great at picking the ball off.
I mean,
Would you rather him give up a big play or get an interception for a pick 6?
How many pick 6s did he have? Maybe 3. How many yards did he give up? 9, almost 1,000, the most in the league. I'd rather have somebody that doesn't get up that many yards, but they can't pick the ball.
But Ryan, he was also picked on the most to get interceptions. You know what I mean?
That's why.
You know why he gives up yards?
Because
he gambles the whole game. He gambles.
Yeah,
he bites on everything.
I don't want that.
Okay, he bites on everything. Yeah, I want a corner that bites on everything.
But how many games did he lose the Cowboys? Because if you look at
Did
the
I say
Patriots,
he lost any games?
I'm just saying
He's
you
a
acting
corner.
like
I don't think any corners in the league really lose you games.
the corner from Georgia or the corner from Bama lost them that game. If you look at
we're
it,
talking about Bama now.
no, I'm just saying corners can lose you games.
So the corner from Bama lost him that game.
I'm just saying he let up the touchdown that changed the whole momentum of the game. I'm saying the corner can lose you a game.
Bryce Young didn't throw a pick 6.
So you're telling me a corner can't lose a game?
Corner can win you a game.
And they can lose you a game. Who's giving up the touchdown?
But I'm saying the corner single-handedly lost them that game.
If it's tied up or if you're up by 3 and the corner gives up a touchdown, who lost you the game?
The defense. You don't.
The corner.
It's a team game. I didn't.
All right. So it's not Dak Prescott's fault. It's the whole Cowboys' fault.
Yes.
Bro, don't act like that's not your take. That's not how life works. It's somebody's fault.
Yeah, the whole. It's not just one person's fault.
It's good stuff. Good stuff for the pod.
Yes. What? So you're telling me that
if crazy if you don't think a cornerback can lose a game. You're crazy.
Now you're going back to that. How many different points are you going to bring up?
You're crazy if you don't think a cornerback can lose a football game.
What was it? The Vikings Saints? Was it the Vikings?
Who lost? Yeah, the Stephon Diggs touchdown. Who lost that game?
Yeah.
The safety.
Yeah, that was wild.
A safety. Now we're bringing up different positions. The defense lost the game. The whole defense played, right?
All right.
I'm bringing up that it's a game. It's not tennis. It's not one-on-one. It's not bowling. It ain't one-on-one.
Speaking of defense and Cowboys and all this other stuff, let's talk about the most impressive rookie of the year.
We wasn't done talking about the Cowboys.
Yeah, we weren't done talking about the Cowboys.
The Cowboys are in win now mode because all of them, they're all gonna want paid. And if you're paying Dak and Zeke like that, I mean, Micah Parsons is more valuable than Zeke for sure.
Micah Parsons.
But Micah Parsons has 3 years. He has
years.
3 years left.
Yeah, but I'm saying the team, the core is all young.
But Trayvon Diggs is probably on his rookie deal too.
Yeah, he's still on his rookie deal too. The only people that have gotten paid are Dak and Zeke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
Amari Cooper still needs to get paid.
Yeah.
And then
Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb.
No, CeeDee Lamb is still on his rookie deal.
Yeah, so
but they paid Zeke 2 years early. I'm saying like they have to win like within the next couple of years, or else this whole core is gone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna get the bag. I think Zeke got the bag, and Zeke was like, "Ha, I made it. Like you can't tell me shit. I got the bag.
Yeah.
That's it." But the Cowboys,
Zeke has fallen off so hard.
Yeah, bro. If you look at his runs, though, his O-line they're not a good run blocking O-line.
Yeah, which is shocking because Cowboys are known to have a good offensive line.
Yeah, but they do better. They ain't do good pass blocking against the 49. They gave up, and Nick Bosa was out the whole second half.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see. I honestly think that they could give the Packers trouble.
Ooh.
If their defense comes out and plays the way that they could honestly give the Packers trouble.
Do we know the status on Nick? Is he playing in the Packers or what's up with that?
He's playing.
He's playing against the Packers.
Warner are pretty good and they're going to play.
Yeah, I think he's going to play no matter what. But talking about the next round, let's pull up the playoff bracket and let's break down these next games.
Oh, I have a hot question.
Go ahead.
Before we pull this up, before we talk about this real quick, who would you rather have on your team? J.J. Watt and T.J. Watt or Nick Bosa and Joey Bosa?
Nick and Joey.
Yeah. At this point, where J.J. Watt in his career, that's kind of an easy question.
That's easy. But if it's TJ,
if it's
JJ, when JJ was a freaking monster and he's young,
I'm taking the Watts all day.
Are you? Okay. All right.
JJ Watt when he was younger was a monster.
TJ Watt is incredible.
I think TJ's his younger, better version of him.
He's like
I think he's better for sure.
He's like a more athletic, but just as strong version of JJ. Like
I mean, he absolutely manhandles people.
Yeah.
But he moves like he's
like he's an actual linebacker.
Yeah. It don't make no sense.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm sorry for changing the subject. Let's get into this.
That was a good question. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get into it. We see that divisional. On the AFC side, right there, we got the number 1 seed Tennessee Titans. They're playing. Seems like the favorite team of these 2022 playoffs, Cincinnati Bengals. Let's see who y'all got.
Week of upsets, baby. I'm going Bengals.
I'm gonna go Tennessee Titans.
I'm gonna have to go with Tennessee just because I don't think he's gonna have a crazy game, but King Henry being back is a very big
You
X
know,
factor.
they're averaging more yards a carry without Derrick Henry. I'm not saying the other running backs is better, but they're averaging 4.8 yards a carry. I mean, you're also loading up the
Maybe
clock, but
maybe the O line got a little bit better, so maybe when Derek comes back, he's gonna be averaging even more.
yeah, I just don't trust Tannehill.
That's the only thing, yeah. But
Tannehill can be trusted a lot more than a lot of these quarterbacks. He managed the game. He
I
won't
kind of
turn the
agree
ball
with you
over.
there, though. Joey B might pull one out.
And if you look like the Titans defense, I think weeks 1 through 8 they were first, and
Yeah.
week 9 to whatever 18 they were 20th or 22nd. Something like
Hot.
that.
I think
I don't know.
to
This
backpack that point, I think ESPN did something, and it was like worst one seed AFC. I don't know one of that, and the Tennessee Titans were on the list as like the worst one seed.
all I know, somebody gonna be grittying all day because you can't cover Jamar Chase.
Yes,
But hot take of this game, I think Derrick Henry gonna be used as a decoy most of the game.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they can't get him hurt for
can see
next
that.
year.
You cannot get the man hurt again. You could not you could not give the man the ball 45 times. Like
Yeah.
unless it's downpouring snow or something.
And
I
it
got
won't be though because Nashville.
Yeah. I'm wearing my black and my orange. I got
The
Cincinnati
Brownies a Bengal, a bungle.
I'm keeping it in the AFC North this week, baby. I'm going with the Bengals.
So what we got two
All right,
Titans,
hold on.
two
I got a
Bengals.
question.
Is that
I
what
got
we
a
have?
question. Would you
the
rather have
younger
Joey?
brothers got the
Would
Titans.
you rather have?
Yeah, the younger
Would you
brothers.
rather have Joey or a healthy Baker? Because Baker wasn't healthy.
Oh my God, that's not a question.
Joey B.
So
All right,
wait, so
so
somebody got to break the tie. We got to move somebody.
we have
on.
we have a split. We got to do something about that.
No, there's 4
Why?
games. We can have a split on one game.
All right, so we'll come back to that.
Big
We'll
Bros
see.
is gonna win.
The AFC, staying with the AFC.
Yeah, stay
Chiefs
with the
versus the
AFC.
Bills.
Yep.
Did they play it all this year?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
The last time they played was last year in
Last
the
year in the
AFC
playoffs.
Championship
Yep.
when Stephon Diggs stood on the sideline and watched the Chiefs
watched the Chiefs
celebration. And
celebrate.
watched the
And that's why I
confetti
think the
come
Bills
down.
win this game.
I don't know.
After
by
the game,
I think
after the game that what's his face had,
Josh Allen
it's
just had
hard to root against the Bills.
more touchdowns than incompletions.
So
Insane.
here's my hot take for this game.
Uh-oh.
The Bills will win this game. The Bills will break the curse, and the Bills will go on to win the Super Bowl.
When?
Whoa. Hot
if-
take.
If the Bills win this game, they are going to the Super Bowl, and they will win the Super Bowl. It's the curses has to be broken. If they win this game, it's a must.
That doesn't mean the curse is winning the Super Bowl. The curse might be winning the AFC.
I put 30 to win 250 on the Bills to win the Super Bowl.
Okay. So what, Riley? What'd you say? Who do you have?
I got Patrick Mahomes.
So I feel like
you got Jackson Mahomes.
He loved that boy. Go back to episode 1. He loved that boy.
That's not even.
All right, Patrick, you got the Bills, right?
Yeah.
So
all right, so move the Bills to the next spot because
I'm gonna say one more thing about this game. I think this game will be kind of like that Rams Cardinals wild card game.
Yeah.
I think one of the quarterbacks is gonna go in there.
So you three all have the Bills, and I'm the only one thinking the Chiefs are gonna win.
I have the Bills just because I want the Chiefs to lose. That's really why I do not want to see them win.
Here's the things with the Chiefs. Tyreek Hill has been a miss lately, right?
He's been kind of hurt,
but he's been a miss. He's been an MIA,
right?
And they still score
I
40
think
points a
the
game.
Bills take full advantage of that. I think Stephon Diggs comes out and absolutely shows out.
Tyreek Hill's not the only weapon they have.
Boy, McCole Hardman might be just as fast.
Yeah, exactly.
That boy McCole Hardman is moving. All right. we'll go over to the number 1 seed in the NFC, Mr. Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers against the San Fran 49ers, pulling off the upset week of wild card week. So upset. I'll start with this. I'm going with Devontae Adams, the best wide receiver to play in the NFL. I don't care what Cooper's Cup stats are. Devontae Adams is a dog. You cannot guard him. Aaron Rodgers is on a tear. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know if he's coming back, what he's doing, but I got the Packers.
I got crazy. Did y'all see PFF? The highest graded receiver in week wild card week.
Who was it? Devontae Adams?
Your boy.
He didn't even play.
Odell.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Because that boy's back.
That boy back.
But they also had Caleb Williams and Spencer Rattler graded above Stroud.
Yeah, but Odell,
that's just clickbait.
Odell is back.
I think that was clickbait.
That was a bum.
We're jumping ahead. We're jumping ahead.
We got that. We got to get to that game.
I got Aaron Jones, Devontae
I'm
Adams.
gonna go last on this one.
Aaron Rodgers. The Packers are winning this one.
Packers.
Oh my God! Here we go. He's gonna go last. Let's hear it. He's been on one this episode.
I'm going with the 49ers. It's like
You don't believe it. You don't.
I'm
believe
going.
it.
I'm going with the Packers. They are my Super Bowl champs this year. That's my pick for the Super Bowl. Going with the Green Bay Packers.
All right, slide it over.
All right, a cold take right there.
So we got the only
the best
game
team in the league all year. How's it a cold take?
If Aaron Rodgers
Who's
does
the best team
year, if Aaron Rodgers
Not the
doesn't
best
do
team
this
of the year.
year, that boy ain't clutch. He's got what, one Super Bowl? How many NFC conference championship games has he lost?
Yeah, see, y'all say people like talking about LeBron not being. That is what not clutch is. But we'll get on to it. Probably behind the Bills Chiefs. Probably the second.
Going back on it, hold on, because Aaron Rodgers, I don't think he can get past Tom Brady, but
Tom Brady ain't getting past my boy.
Tom Brady ain't getting past this next round. As we go into it, Rams.
If I could say that and you couldn't cut me off, that's exactly what I was about to say. God damn.
What?
You both just cut me off. As my point, I was just about to say that he's not gonna have to play Tom Brady because he's gonna have to play the Rams. Jesus.
So we know your pick. We know my pick.
And we know Patrick's pick.
We know Patrick's pick.
Jordan, you different or you with us?
Can't bet against the GOAT. Cannot bet against the GOAT. Are you guys kidding?
He don't have enough weapons.
He don't have exactly. He doesn't have his weapons.
Cannot bet against Tom
one
Brady
weapon,
ever.
and he's got his playoff Lenny's coming back for one.
The man
game.
refuses to lose.
See,
You're
Tom
taking
Brady
up
on
a
the way.
Michigan, man.
I have to say, Sean McVay has been cooking. He barely used Cooper Kupp last week. He said, Odell, you about to eat. Sony Michel can eat. Van Jefferson is a deep ball threat. The defense gonna show up. Tom Brady ain't running away from Aaron Donald, Von Miller. I don't know. I just think, and the game's being played in Tampa. It's a cold weather game. The Rams, it's not a cold weather game. It's in Tampa.
You said it is a cold weather game.
Oh, well, it's not a cold weather game. It's in Tampa, so both teams are in their element. I just don't see I don't see the Rams. I don't see the Rams losing.
Okay.
So we got to move somebody on to play the Bills.
Yeah.
Well, since we're just going for the majority, I'll put the Bengals.
Let's keep it in the AFC.
Well, we were 2-2, Riley.
Oh, we were 2-2.
But
it's cool. We'll go with the Bengals.
Flip a coin. We got flip a
no,
coin.
take it back.
That's my fault. We got flip a coin.
We'll yeah.
I got a coin right here.
All right, heads is Titans, tails is Bengals. It's the Titans?
Yes, sir.
Damn. So the Titans getting blown out this game. Fucking take the Bills to the Super Bowl.
We'll make both scenarios though. We'll say Bills, but
Regardless, I got the Bills going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so Patrick was already Bills. I think the Bills are going to the Super Bowl too.
I'm Bills. Stop.
That's who I think, but okay.
Yeah, well,
Buddy
Jordan.
wants to be different this episode.
Boy got a little confidence. He acting totally different. We got a little following.
We got a little.
But you really think the Titans are going to go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
You
That'd
really
be the-
think that though? Like
That'd
seriously,
be the most boring. I'd be so pissed.
Why
what
would
wide
he
receiver is
boring?
going to carry them to the Super Bowl?
Cause I don't want to see Ryan Tannehill in the Super Bowl.
You did not just say that, right?
Who? Julio?
Huh?
Who is the Titans' best wide receiver?
AJ Brown.
AJ
Come on.
Brown.
He's not even top 5 in the league.
I didn't
say that to be top
five.
You asked
even
who was
top
their best
10.
receiver.
You said who's their
He's not even
best
top
season?
10.
Okay, he's the best receiver.
You
on the-
asked who the Tennessee Titans' best receiver
Let's
was.
look at AJ
Top
Brown's
five.
stats.
How many
AJ
receivers
Brown-
is in the league?
AJ Brown was also out for what, like 5-6 games this year.
And he's
I just
still-
don't trust Tannehill. I think he's 28 and like 14, like a 2-to-1 or touchdown to interception ratio.
Matter of
20
fact, I want this on the air right now. The
he's
Bengals are
21
going to
and
beat the
21
Titans. I'm
touchdowns,
switching my
4
vote. I'm switching it up just for that AJ Brown
So
statement.
he played in 13 games, had 105 catches for 869 yards. It's pretty good.
It's pretty good in 13
That's pretty
games.
good. 13 games. Last
He's
year he had
21
over
touchdowns.
1,000. He would have had over 1,000 every year in the league if he played more
Yeah,
games. this year.
he's a dog. AJ Brown is a dog.
No, Tannehill sucks.
We throw around the word dog like so loosely. It makes me so mad.
They're in the NFL.
You're an idiot. You actually
He's not
don't
a
think
dog.
AJ Brown is a dog?
He's not a dog.
Get
Okay.
AJ Brown on this episode. He is a dog.
If AJ
Dog.
Brown comes on the episode, I'll call him a dog.
No, we know. Mr.
All right.
AJ Brown. Mr. AJ Brown, sir, do you have an NFT?
NFTs,
All right,
NBA
well-
Top Shot. Shout out NBA Top Shot. We're gonna
NFC
get one of the
championship.
creators on the episode.
if
Kevin
this is-
Durant is on NBA Top Shot now. Quavo just got an NBA Top Shot.
Oh my God.
All right.
My
NFC
Kevin Garnett's going to the
championship.
moon.
If this
Packers
is
versus the
NFC
Rams. What are we
championship.
thinking?
What? Packers versus Rams in the Super Bowl?
No.
The NFC Championship.
Joseph's
What?
fraud.
What?
I got the Packers.
Rams.
Packers.
This would be the greatest scenario of my life. Packers. Bills. What are you doing? Moving on champions and stuff. What are you doing?
I'm just telling you the future.
Bills.
No, if the Packers get all the way to if Aaron Rodgers gets into another Super Bowl, Aaron Rodgers will win the Super Bowl.
Aaron Rodgers is winning.
Would that be a great story after all the shit that happened in the summer for them to win the Super Bowl?
Would
And
he
then him.
leave?
And then they just dip. Everybody just dips.
Him and Devontae are just gone.
They said
this-
it's the last dance. So how did this be?
This
He's
last,
out. Yeah.
this
You
is the
think
Chicago Bulls 1998.
But what
The
would
GOAT.
Aaron Rodgers' move be? You think he would just hang him up or what?
No.
He said he wanted to go play for the 49ers.
yeah, he
He's
don't-
only
Him and
Devontae
Devontae
Adams
Adams are dipping together. So we have to find a team that's going to have the cap space for him. Yeah, no, they're leaving together.
he might be in AFC North in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
That's right.
God.
That's right.
That'd be crazy.
That
Him
would
and
be
Tomlin.
crazy.
The
got
Steelers
same
would be
age.
so good.
Pitt, not the
Tomlin got the
Palace.
same age.
Does Antonio Brown return to the Steelers next year?
No,
That's what I called.
he's not going there.
He did call that. What if that all happened?
Not
AD,
the
Yo,
Pitt.
hold on,
Devontae
Put
Adams,
money on.
Hold on.
money on it now.
and Aaron Rodgers to the
Talking about the
Pittsburgh
Steelers. Talking about
Put-
the Steelers.
Put
You
money on
see-
it now.
You see, Tomlin in Vegas is the second lowest odds to be the Raiders' next coach.
Second lowest.
Yeah,
Behind
Harbaugh's
Harbaugh?
plus
Tomlin?
200 and
Mike Tomlin is
Tomlin's plus 200.
bro.
Mike Tomlin's not leaving
The Steelers ownership is not letting go of Mike Tomlin.
No.
I mean, Vegas is always right. We talked
Yeah,
about that. last week.
Harbaugh's going.
Harbaugh beat Ohio State. Now he's out.
That boy's scared.
Scared.
But I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
No, that'll be probably if they win the Super Bowl, like Riley said, if they win the Super Bowl, and all them boys say out, just the way
But why would you do like that? Don't make
because
sense.
you gotta think about it. The way that they Aaron Rodgers, he's top 3 quarterback of all time, arguably. You sit there and you draft a quarterback, you don't even let him know. They just did him dirty. If I do the same thing, I'd win the Super Bowl and get out of there.
I mean, look at what the Bengals
I mean, he still
did
has
with
love for
Joe
the
Burrow.
fans. You have to
Look
win a
at
Super Bowl for the fans, right?
Joe Burrow's year 2 and before this didn't do nothing, and they let the dude get the pick. He said, "I want Jamar." He got Jamar.
He hadn't even done it. He didn't even do anything in the league yet.
Nothing.
Yeah. No, I think Aaron Rodgers' move next year will be a legendary move.
Good. Yep.
I think it will have more magnitude than Tom Brady going to the Bucs.
It probably will. It's both drama filled behind. I don't know.
Yeah.
Depending on what he does.
If he wins a Super Bowl, then yes.
If he wins the Super Bowl, yeah. But
if he wins the Super Bowl, yeah.
Tom Brady won the Super Bowl.
Tom Brady going to the Bucs was like if Jeter went and played for. Like, come on. I don't know.
Bro, do you talk about anything other than
the Yankees or Ohio State? I swear that's the only thing your brain works
the Yankees. Them move my guy.
Back to Devontae Adams travels with them.
What?
Do you think Devontae Adams goes wherever he goes?
No, I don't think anybody's gonna be able to
go where he's.
I think he goes where he wants, and that's the best option. And Devontae Adams about to get paid wherever. I think they both go wherever they want to go.
Where would be an ideal spot for Devontae Adams to go?
It's totally different. It's a totally different conversation.
The Chiefs?
The
Bengals.
No.
The Bengals.
No.
He got to go to Cleveland. Cleveland going to pay his ass.
Tom Brady, number one receiver.
I'll give up all my first round picks.
No, you think Devontae Adams?
You already ruined Myles Garrett's career. Don't ruin Devontae Adams.
Listen. You think Devontae Adams?
Myles Garrett's career.
So, for 5 years, he's not going to ever win a Super Bowl.
That's what I'm about to say. You think Devontae Adams would chase another ring and go play with somebody like the Bills or or the Raiders, or you think he's going to Miami kicking it?
No,
that boy's in Wisconsin. Come on.
If he gets a ring, he is going wherever the hell he wants. He's going wherever he wants. I just saw something that Calvin Ridley was going to Miami.
Really?
Yeah, but that's beside the point.
Devontae Adams to the Falcons?
Ooh, no. That would be horrible for him. And
with Matt Ryan,
that'd be terrible.
God, please.
Let's talk about
where careers die.
Let's talk about the NFL Rookie of the Year. I'll start with mine, and then y'all can make y'all picks. One rookie. Let's say it's probably a 2-rookie race, and 2 rookies had great years. But the impact that Jamar Chase has had on these Cincinnati Bengals. I mean, he averaged 18 yards a catch, 81 catches, almost 1,500 yards, 13 touchdowns. I mean, you take him off that team, I don't care what Joe Burrow does. They're not going to the playoffs. So my pick, I'm a receiver. I got to keep it in a receiver family. I'm going Jamar Chase.
That's a good pick.
It's a good pick. I mean, you can't disagree with that. I think there's
I
more than
agree
2
with
choices,
you,
though.
but when you say that no other rookie had the type of impact that Jamar Chase, Dallas defense last year.
No, I meant that's my bad. I meant offensively.
Because Michael Parsons changed the whole mentality of that defense. I mean, obviously Trayvon Diggs had a great year this year, but I do think they're gonna give it to Jamar Chase just because he broke the Justin Jefferson's record, but by like 300 yards, and he can still add on to it. But Michael Parsons, I think he deserves to be Rookie of the Year. He's gonna be Defensive Rookie of the Year no matter what, but I think he deserves to be Rookie of the Year as well. But you can't give it to 2 people, so I think they're gonna give it to Jamar Chase.
I mean, the Cowboys lost round 1 too. I feel like the voters take that into.
They don't take into. It's only regular season.
Only regular season.
I don't care. I feel like
that voting already stopped. They're done voting.
I think. I mean, no, I agree and disagree with some of your points. I think offensively, Jamar Chase has been the most outstanding player by far. But I think, Kyle Pitts stats. Look at his stats. 68 receptions for 1,100. As a tight end, guys. Oh my gosh. Stop downplaying.
If you're gonna talk about
something
something else on offense, it should have been Mac Jones.
I was gonna say Mac Jones too.
Like I just said, playoffs.
1,100 yards as a tight end.
He's not really a tight end.
No, Kyle Pitts had a good. I tell people this all
He
the
had a
time.
great year, but he's not
No,
rookie
you
of
don't
the
tell
year.
people that. No, you're BSing now.
No, because Kahari is a Florida Gators fan, and I said, Kahari, who on your team is having a great year that nobody talks about? He's like, I don't know. I said, Kyle Pitts. He's having an amazing year. They won 5 games. Don't matter.
So why the fuck did you laugh so hard when I said Kyle Pitts?
because
They won 5 games.
Because I'm talking about rookie of the year picks, and you said Kyle Pitts.
No, you said no one's had the offensive influence as
Kyle
Jamar
Pitts
Chase.
not-
And
Yeah,
I
that
said
was
I
just a
agree with
terrible
you.
take.
And I said I think you can't forget about
Pitts did not
Kyle
have
Pitts,
an
just like you
impact.
can't
They
forget about
won
Mike
5
Jones.
games.
They won
Huh?
5
Yeah,
games.
but if he didn't have
What does that have to
1,100
do with
yards, then
anything?
they might have gone
lot.
0-6,
No, it
0-17.
doesn't. No, the Falcons
it
are
does.
trash.
They won
Still
7
5
games. Sorry. 7
Anyway,
games.
all right. Anyway, Micah Parsons is my rookie of the year pick.
Of course.
All that, and you just bring up Michael.
So this is what I. So
No,
I
because you
think.
guys argue every point I say. I can say the most normal thing ever is an argument.
Well, Riley, they don't have. They have an offensive player of the year and a defensive player of the year for the NFL, and then they have an MVP, right?
Yeah.
And then they have just one rookie of the year.
Yeah.
So this is what I think is going to happen. I think Jamar Chase is going to win the rookie of the year. I think Micah Parsons is going to win NFC Defensive Player of the Year. Aaron Rod, we'll get to this. I'm not going to talk about my MVP pick yet.
You just said it.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is my MVP pick. And then
AFC defensive is TJ Watt.
no offense.
AFC,
They do offense and defense.
Exactly. I said AFC.
Oh yeah,
defensive.
TJ Watt's going to be the defensive pick, and
Who's
they go give it
offense?
fucking Pat Mahomes. They're going to give it to him. Don't matter. They're going to give it to him.
Or they might give it to Jonathan Taylor.
I don't-
Everybody's eyes lit up.
I don't.
That's a
think
good
so,
take. That's a good take.
Josh
Jonathan
Allen.
Taylor, I didn't even think about that.
What about Joey Burrow?
No.
Those are the top 5 right now. Joe
All right,
Burrow,
so getting into that. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do your MVP, and then your NFC offensive, defensive, and AFC offensive, defensive player of the year.
So I could change it. I could throw Cooper Kupp. I could throw Devontae Adams as an offense player of the year. It's so hard. I think I'm going to stick with TJ Watt as my defensive player. And for my offensive player, I'll probably switch it to Devontae Adams.
I don't know why you would say Devontae Adams when Cooper Kupp had over 400 more yards than him, and he won the Triple Crown. But okay, I'd say Cooper Kupp and TJ Watt, and then my.
I'm gonna go. Oh my bad. I'm
No,
gonna
no,
go.
no.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you just said. Hold on. I'm gonna go. T.J. Watt, and I think they might give it to Tom Brady. 47
Yeah, I can see that.
touchdowns and 5,300 passing yards.
Yeah, he did league lead in passing yards.
Oh, I actually agree with you there. I think that's
They love
Wait,
that.
who's your defensive player?
T.J. Watt.
Yeah,
TJ Watt,
everybody
yeah,
said
okay.
TJ.
So are we all in agreement? Ryan, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm in agreement that TJ Watt will win defensive player of the year.
TJ Watt, okay. I think I'm gonna change mine to Tom Brady. Yeah, Tom Brady.
Who's your offensive player of the year, Ryan?
I feel like this might be the easiest pick in the NFL. Yeah, Odell, 6 games. No, Cooper Kupp. It's Triple Crown winner. I mean, he literally was a team's entire offense. Literally every single play runs through Cooper Kupp. He blocks like a tight end.
Blocks, yeah.
It literally when they change personnels in, they'll bring in 3 tight ends and then keep him on the line.
Yeah.
I think Jonathan Taylor had a great year, but again, I know they don't vote for playoff. They don't vote for playoffs, but one team made the playoffs, one team didn't. I think Cooper Kupp wins over Jonathan Taylor. And then my MVP. This will be back-to-back MVPs, won't it? Was he MVP last? Aaron Rodgers MVP last year, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, so back-to-back. Back-to-back like I'm Jordan 96, 97. Whoa.
Something LeBron never did.
I mean, I think they're absolutely delusional.
LeBron never won
if they don't go
back-to-back
TJ Watt,
MVPs?
right?
Your D, he doesn't know
What?
sports. He
What are you
doesn't
talking
know
about? That's
He-
only
you guys
he
hear
won
what
in
I said?
09 and 10 and then 12 and 13.
He missed a
I thought
year.
we was talking about rings.
No.
Did you hear what I said?
Mm-mm.
I said I think they're absolutely delusional if you don't choose TJ Watt as the defensive player of the year.
Oh, no, 100%. He tied the sacks. It's kind of an easy choice.
You broke it, right?
No, they tied.
Tied it.
Somehow they're going to be like, Aaron Donald is the defensive MVP.
I really hope they don't. But who knows? Now, our MVP discussion. Ryan,
He just said it.
Just said
you said your MVP?
Yes. Is your
Cut.
brain turned on?
Who was your offensive player of the year?
Oh my
Cooper-
god.
Oh, Cooper
Cooper
Kupp.
Kupp.
Were you on
Yeah, I
Tinder?
forgot.
And he just said back to back like I'm Jordan 96, 97. Did you not hear any
Shut
of
up.
That boy
Riley,
was
who's
swipe.
your
He,
MVP?
he was swiping right.
that? My MVP. I'll go have to. I want to say Tom Brady, but I just think they're gonna give it to Aaron Rodgers. But I think Tom Brady deserves it because that man went crazy as well.
Patrick?
Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, so we all think Aaron Rodgers. Glad we're in agreement there. Ryan's taking a mid-podcast selfie.
Got to do it for the gram. All right, so we'll talk about one more thing. We can keep this. We can keep this. We can keep this brief. We can keep this brief real quick. It was a game we really didn't agree on, Bengals Titans. But what impact will Derrick Henry have on this game?
Well, we already know your take. You think it's gonna be a decoy.
I don't think he's gonna. I just don't. For him being out that long, I just don't think it's smart as a team. I think you got to look long term. That is your
And
running.
how Patrick was saying how Deontay Foreman and then Dontrell Hilliard they've been holding their own. So I think they will still hold their own in the playoffs. And then just adding on Derrick Henry will just be like a third three-headed monster that they can just go on top of. So I still think Derrick Henry. I don't know if he's. I hope he doesn't get 30 touches, but I still think he gets at least 15.
I was going to say, do you think he's on a snap count? Got to be, right?
No,
snap
not
count?
No, you can't be.
not in the playoffs.
Not in a playoff game. Definitely not.
I'm telling you, I think he's going to be on the – you're going to see 15, even 15 or 20 touches from him.
Yeah, but that's not
no more.
15 or 20 touches is like 40 plays. He'll probably
That's
be
still
in
a
half
snap
the
count
plays.
for him. He usually gets the ball 45 times a game.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll be on a snap
He
count.
gets to like 30, 35 times a game.
I think it's
Unless
more on
it's a
a
blowout. Unless it's a
yeah, I think it's more on the basis of how does he feel. I don't think it's going to be necessarily a snap count. I think it's going to be like, yo, are you good? If you're good, we're riding with you. If you're not, we're gonna be mixing everybody in.
Yeah,
As a coach, I don't think your team has shown that they can be successful without Derrick Henry on the field.
Mhm.
You've seen that we still are the number one seed in the AFC.
Yeah.
Why
They've
would
showed they can be successful with any, but like as long as Tannehill's their quarterback, they can win the game.
right? They can figure out a way to win.
Yeah.
Because Julio's been out, AJ Brown's been out.
Right.
You know,
So
Jordan thinks AJ Brown's ass.
So why would you put the whole game on somebody that hasn't been there when you can have 3 of them get 12, 13 carries, play action all game? I just think if they want to win, Derrick Henry won't be as involved as people think he is.
Yeah. Here's what I think is going to happen. I don't know. I think they're going to ride the waters with their 2 backup running backs. If they notice a shift where the Bengals are starting to get used to it or whatever. I think they're going to bring in Derrick Henry. I think that's going to be a second half adjustment. Derrick Henry comes in and absolutely takes over.
No,
Derrick Henry will
Henry's
play the
playing.
first
He's
snap.
gonna start the game, Jordan.
You're not
No,
starting.
He's not gonna just come in the second half.
I swear he's been drunk for like 48 hours.
Hey, I
my
got some breaking
Oh,
news.
we got a backup piece. Hold on.
I got some breaking news.
What's up?
The website is live.
Yes, sir.
If you check the bottom of the screen right now, oddbuckspod.com
Oddbuckspod.com.
is there. Click the link at the
We are
bottom of the
live,
screen.
baby.
We are live. Merch coming soon.
So
But I
awesome.
can. The only way how you're saying Jordan is maybe he's not playing that much, and then they say, all right, now he's just going back to the Derrick Henry that they used to. Now he's gonna get 30 touches in the second half if they're not going great in the first half. That's
what I meant to say. I think that's what I meant to say. If the Bengals make the adjustment, I think they're going to have Derrick Henry say, you know what, hey, you're full 100% go, just go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think it relies on the Bengals make the adjustments. If they're able to run the ball, I don't see why you even put Derrick Henry in. Let him rest another week, right?
Yeah, if your other running backs are being if they're having an impact and if you can't stop them, why risk if you get a lead, why risk Derrick Henry's health?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I put him in for 5 plays.
Thanks, Riley, for the little elaboration, a little help.
A little assist off the back.
You know what's also crazy though is that Derrick Henry only played in 8 games, and I know everybody says that he was crazy with the rushing. This man got 219 attempts. Nick Chubb had 228 for the whole year.
Bro, when I was talking to you when you were home, I was like, Derrick Henry is still top 5 in rushing, and he hasn't played in 8 weeks.
No, but I'm saying that's great and all.
But I'm saying
how many attempts he's got?
Yeah, the touch if you look at everybody else's average above him, everybody like doubles his average.
No, not double. He's averaging 4.3, and everybody's like 4.7. The top 2 are Jonathan Taylor and Nick Chubb at 5.5. But like Joe Mixon's he's averaging more than Joe Mixon.
Yeah. But he would have if he would have stayed healthy, he would have got the ball. He would have got the ball
400 times.
Yeah.
Exactly. He would have got the ball 400 times like he usually does.
No wonder you rushed for over 2,000 yards.
Last year he got the ball 378 times and he rushed for 2,000 yards.
Yeah, but then remember their playoff game, he got the ball like 41 times.
Yeah.
Is he the only running back in the league that can take that workload?
It ain't, bro. It ain't
clearly not anymore. He got hurt.
It ain't sustainable.
No, you can't.
He might have a couple more years left in the league.
In this game,
he's been since 2016 or since 2018. He's been averaging over 200 attempts per year.
In this league,
that's wild.
In this league, you have to have a 2-back system.
Yeah,
got to.
And they haven't had a 2-back system until this year. So I think after this year, they got whoever Deontay Foreman and Don Triller, whoever had the better 8 games, he's got to be the number 2.
It's not going to come down to who had the better 8 games. It's going to be down to better. Nope.
Better postseason.
Nope.
Well, then what?
Who has the better contract? That's all. Running backs, it only comes down to money.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you look at running backs' contracts. A lot of them, whoever gets out of their rookie contract, that's a running back's goal is to get out of your rookie contract.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be whoever's more affordable. They both shown that they can.
I mean, if you think about a lot of the guys in the NFL, unless they're just not that good, they're gonna average like 4 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Unless you're just terrible, you don't belong in the league, you're gonna get yours.
Yeah.
As long as you have a good coach, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get yours as long as you have a good line. Something you're gonna go forward. There's gonna be those plays, but you're gonna average stuff. But we'll talk about something that we haven't talked about on this podcast yet. Some of us watch it, some of us don't. But that is the first UFC event of 2022, which is UFC 270, Ngannou versus Gain. If you guys don't know, I'm a big UFC guy, so I'll drop a little bit of knowledge and a backstory about this fight coming up. So they're both actually champions right now. So,
which is dumb.
Francis Ngannou, for some reason, since he fought Stipe, he hasn't fought again. He's been waiting. He hasn't had anybody that he could fight. And Dana White decided that Cyril Gaines' last fight was going to be for the vacant belt that Ngannou hasn't fought yet. So they're both actually co-champions. They both actually were training partners. So they've actually trained together. There was actually a viral video that came out at Cyril Gaines' last fight where Ngannou kind of just walked right by him, didn't even acknowledge him when they already knew that they were going to be fighting next. And that kind of made a whole big storyline and everything. Ngannou just said that's my enemy right now. But Ngannou 16-3.
Do they
Cyril
still
Gaines.
train together? Well, obviously not now, but before.
No. Cyril Gaines 10-0. Cyril Gaines is actually the favorite at plus 135. 100% takedown defense for Cyril Gaines.
That means he's not the favorite. You mean Ngannou's?
No, Ngannou's plus 135. Yeah, Ngannou's plus 135. Both are 6'4", 250. Cyril Gaines, 6'4", yeah. Cyril Gaines more of the athletic, do everything type of guy, but Ngannou's just that Nigerian freak. Like he touches you one time, you could go to sleep.
And I like to let me say a stat real quick.
Yeah.
Average fight time for Ngannou is 5 minutes and 38 seconds. For Gain, the average fight time is 15 minutes and 6 seconds.
So this is a good point people like to bring up a lot with fighters. So that basically means Ngannou's fights last one round and then 46 seconds into the second round, where Gaines' fights are usually into the third round. So does that mean if the fight is going on, does that mean Cyril Gaines has the advantage? Or if the fight is going on, does that mean Ngannou's having the advantage? And the reason I say this is because when you look at it, Ngannou is more of the physical specimen and Gaines is more of the athletic type. Yeah. If he's wearing down on him over the fight, Ngannou, if he's grabbing him, if he's slowing him down, stuff like that, is this a fight where if it prolongs, does Ngannou is he okay with it? Or do you think he's looking for the knockout in round one?
I think if you just look at the stats, if you guys go to UFC, you guys can look at the stats yourself. Takedown average per 15 minutes, Gain is averaging 0.71 to Ngannou's 0.2. So I think if you look at the more athletic fighter who's going to take him down and prolong the fight and wear him out on the ground, I think you give the UFC match to Gain. But I think if this stays on the feet and Ngannou is able to deflect or to keep the fight on the feet, Ngannou knocks him out.
Yeah, but his takedown average is 0.71, but his accuracy is 20%.
Yeah.
And both their accuracies are pretty low.
And Ngannou already proved last fight against Stipe. Stipe was trying to do that to him because Stipe does everything. Stipe was trying to take him down. And because if you look at the first fight Stipe and Ngannou had, that was where Ngannou struggled.
That shit was 52 seconds.
That was where Ngannou struggled though. Is Stipe would take him down.
His last two fights have been 72 seconds long.
And I feel like he proved. And you gotta realize these Nigerians stick together. So he's getting advice from Usman and Adesanya, who are assassins.
Yeah.
For me personally, I feel like the UFC is the Nigerians' field right now. Like this is their prey. I don't see The only thing I see any of them doing is having to fight people outside of the UFC because they ain't gonna have nobody else to fight.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I think, Adesanya and Kamaru Usman and Nagano have taken over UFC. I just think if he's doubling his significant strikes landed per minute. I think Gane is the more athletic the guy. I think he finds a way to put pressure on him and take him down and wear him out.
Yeah, but you also got to understand, Gane ain't fought nobody like Nagano.
No, agreed.
He's been through the ringer. He's fought the best of the best. I feel like, yeah, he fought for the interim bout or whatever, but nobody. I didn't even watch the fight. I guarantee a lot of people didn't watch the fight. It's a lot different when you're in front of the world. You're in Anaheim. You're in front of the world. It's the first UFC event of the year. I got Nagano. That's just
you know who I want to see Nagano fight.
John Jones. Who?
Derrick Lewis.
Derrick Lewis. He'd get murdered. He'd get destroyed.
So you got Nagano?
I got Nagano.
Okay. Riley?
Sounds like you.
Yeah, sure. Nagano. I don't watch UFC.
Well, I think
Gane
outstrikes him. I think Nagano's already going into this with a poor attitude because of his UFC fight contract, and I think Gane takes the dub on this one.
Damn, Ryan, you're right. I'll just look the men's pound for pound rankings. They're the top 3.
Oh yeah, them Nigerians are running that shit.
Yeah.
There's actually one more championship fight on this card. It's going to be a trilogy between Brandon Moreno and Deiveson Figueiredo. Figueiredo was the champion in the first fight. Moreno fought him on short notice and took him pretty much a distance. It was like a decision. It was probably one of the craziest fights in UFC history. Second fight with Figueiredo defending his belt against Moreno. Moreno kicked his ass. Like, wasn't even close. Like, literally beat him down. It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
I think the same thing happens this fight. I think Moreno just absolutely destroys him. Yeah. He's this little Mexican dude that is insane. It would just hit you. He's just crazy. I don't think.
Yeah. I don't even know their weight class.
They're in flyweight.
What,
Patrick, did you have a take for Gano?
No.
He said he's flipping a coin.
I think Cody Garbrandt beats them both.
That boy just got knocked out.
Cold.
Talking
Is
all that
the
shit.
Moreno Figueiredo for the belt?
It's for the belt. Yeah, it's the trilogy for the belt.
And you said Moreno's crazy?
Crazy as hell. Like,
hey, they got UFC coming to Columbus in March.
What, one of the fight nights?
Yeah.
Jordan, who you got for that one? Moreno?
Yeah, Moreno. I'm going to agree with you.
Cool.
No disagreement here.
So, ending the episode, we end every week with, little Buckeyes topic. So, don't know if you Buckeyes fans have seen the news or not, but Cardale Jones is to head an NIL fund for Ohio State athletics. It is going to be called the Ohio State Buckeyes Foundation. It's going to be partnered with Schottenstein, Schottenstein, who that's who the gym is named after, right?
Yeah, they're a big time real estate, moguls in Columbus.
And let's get into a little bit about how, because we've already seen with Texas A&M how this NIL is going to basically shape recruiting going forward. I mean, Texas A&M paid millions of dollars for their recruits. What Ohio State already has a top 5 class every single year. Doesn't matter what the circumstances are. It's a place kids know when you go to Ohio State and you go into the NFL and you're going in there and you know kind of what it's a different atmosphere when you go to Ohio State games. This NIL fund, what do you think it's going to do for the way the Buckeyes recruit, how recruit, because we already know kind of how the ambiance is of the way recruits are treated like kings, you know, when they go to these campuses and stuff like that. But what opportunities do you guys see this NIL fund creating for these athletes? Because you got to remember, it's not only going to be football; it's going to be the entire athletic department. So, so I mean, it's going to be steered towards football. But what do you guys think?
So, my thing is, I think it's super dope that like me and you can donate to the fund, and since the way they set it up, since 501c3, like you can write that off on taxes. So opposed to getting taxed, well, LeBron James might as well put X amount of dollars to this because if not, he's gonna lose it to taxes. Like so, I think it's more organized in Texas A&M. Like from my understanding, like just reading on Twitter, like Texas A&M, Jimbo was like, "Hey, we want this guy, this guy, this guy," and then boys with that oil money just paying them.
Right
now, it's like this is a business. Cardale Jones is damn near the GM of the Ohio State Buckeye football team. I mean, university.
Damn near, really. Right.
I mean, Cardale Jones is playing a GM role.
Right.
I mean, Ryan Day's obviously out recruiting and whatnot, but I'll be interested to see if Cardale goes on the recruiting trips.
That's exactly what I was going to say after you said that. I want to be in. My whole thing is I want to see how involved like Cardale actually is. Like, is he going into these recruiting visits and saying, "Look, I have this lined up for you. This is going to be how much endorsements, how much like." I want to know if he's going to be on those recruiting trips and kind of setting them, showing them the fun and stuff like that. But
yeah, and another thing is like this is going to be like, I'm trying to think how to say it. I mean, obviously, if like you're getting recruited from the Buckeyes, you're top player in the country. But you know, there is time to time we get that 3-star that pops up out of nowhere. Well, now we probably won't have that. Now it's probably going to be all 4 or 5 stars.
I mean, Chris Olave was that 3-star player. He was a 3-star out of high school.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, but they were talking like they knew he was going to be a star. They knew. I'm saying like a random like linebacker.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he ain't getting paid, so he's like, well, I'm not going to go there. Like I'm going to try going to Toledo and getting a couple from a mom and pop or something. Like, you see what I'm saying?
No, see, this is what I think. This is what I think is going to set this foundation over the top. If you look at the NIL right now with the Ohio State players, it's probably 12 of them that are really getting those car deals, getting all those deals, stuff like that. This is how I think it should be set up. And if Cardale does it like this, I think it'll be huge for the university. He's going to be getting a pool of money in. The whole foundation is going to be getting money in all year. So if you go and tell a player there's different tiers that you're going to be in. So obviously CJ Stroud, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Travion Henderson, those type of guys would be tier 1. This is how much money you're getting from the NIL. And you work your way down to different tiers, but everybody's still getting paid.
Yeah, but I mean, you could even do it where Cardale, like this fund, like every player gets X amount of dollars, and then the separate NIL is up to you.
Up to you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I just like obviously being in Columbus, you see them like car dealership commercials. But whatchamacallit, Zed Key is the first non like football player that I've seen. Give me the keys or whatever the like catchphrase is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you ain't seen EJ Liddell or what's his face? Is it Malachi?
You know what's weird about those Rickard Riker deals is they're not allowed to advertise anything Ohio State.
They aren't?
No, because I saw something with EJ Liddell when he got his car from Riker, and they posted the picture with him, and he was wearing his Ohio State basketball stuff, and they had to delete the tweet and read out the Ohio State logo.
Huh.
I had to read more about it, but yeah, there's
that's interesting because at first they were saying like if you're advertising with Ohio State, then Ohio State might have to get a cut of the money. But I swear Ohio State came out and said they weren't going to touch the player. Like they can wear their jersey or whatever. That's crazy.
You know what? You're right. I have never noticed that, but if you look at all the right car commercials,
none of them have Ohio State stuff on.
None of them have Ohio. They don't mention Ohio State once. It just says running back, offensive lineman.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more research and figure out why that is.
Yeah, I've never ever noticed that, but that's super interesting.
Yeah, and the only reason I figured that out is because when EJ Liddell did his, they accidentally posted it with him, and it like Twitter was going crazy because of it. But no, what he's doing for a program that's already best in the nation.
Yeah.
It's just you don't see other universities doing this. I mean,
yeah.
For him, one thing that puts Ohio State over the edge that I think that a lot of other universities don't necessarily have is you have those players that are obviously in the league, they've made it, stuff like that. But Ohio State has so many players that are already out of the league or didn't make it in the league and stuff like that, and are at Ohio State religiously. They're there whenever they can be.
I mean, even look, Johnny Dixon was working out with Justin Fields for pro day.
Right. Like, he came and ran routes for his pro day. I mean, it just you have Braxton Miller, but you have these dudes that are having tailgates for themselves and stuff like it's just no matter how far away they go, they're always going to come back. And I don't think you see that at many other universities.
I will be very interested to see how our foundation compares to Horns for Heart. Is that the Texas Horns? Heart for Horns or something like that?
Heart for Horns,
whatever
it is.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see how they compare. Because, as Buckeyes, we think we have the most fans, like biggest fan base in the world with fans out everywhere. You know what I mean?
No, we do.
We do, baby.
Bro, I don't care.
Like Texas has that money. Like it's just like
I don't care what time of the year you go to the airport or you travel. It don't matter. It don't matter where you are or what time of the year it is. You're gonna see some type of Ohio State gear. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And I feel like Notre Dame is second.
Yeah. Anytime I've gone to a theme park, anytime I've gone to an airport, I've always every single time.
And I really think Cardale Jones is a true, like, down-to-earth Buckeye. So I'm glad he's doing it.
Well, yeah, he's a Buckeye. He won us a natty.
I know, but he still comes back to Ohio State religiously, like you said.
We got one thing a lot of universities don't. We got LeBron James. It takes one tweet to say, me and Clutch Sports is teaming up with Cardale.
Yeah.
And I think it's coming.
It's coming. Oh, it is coming.
Or else I'm burning his jersey.
Maybe we should get Cardale Jones on the pod. Ooh.
Cut.
He's still dreaming, folks. He's still drunk from yesterday.
Can you be realistic, please?
We got to get him. A couple of us.
Oh, I can't wait. That's my goal. My goal is to get him on the show so I can replay this one back and be like, all right, I told you guys so.
He's going to go watch Gary V videos until the end of the night. We're all going to sleep.
Gary V, if you're seeing this, I love you.
Episode 3. Cut.
Trying to pull up my shop, got Allison and bitch with me.